Hey everybody, John here from IncomeMesh.com. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss and show you the easiest possible way of getting a funnel up and running for your own online business. Okay, so in this video, we're going to cover Kartra's importing done-for-you, one-click upload, all sorts of fun stuff, campaigns that is a relatively new feature of Kartra and is one of the things that really sets them apart. If you haven't checked out Kartra before, be sure to head over to incomemesh.com/Kartra. The link is in the description below. That's going to take you to their sales page. It is my affiliate link. Thank you very much. And you can give it a try for a $1 14-day trial and really get an idea if this could help you finally get your thing off the ground. You know, I find so often people never really get started because they get confused by the tech, and that holds them back from sharing their message with the world, and that is not the goal here. The goal is to get something that's good enough up and running and getting going with your marketing and growing your own business. And that's exactly what this feature today is going to do for you. So if you're logged into your Kartra account, you have this little My Campaigns area here to the left, and this is super cool. So what you can do here is build your own campaigns, or you can build done-for-you campaigns or import done-for-you campaigns. And what this allows you to do, let me move myself up here, is it gives you 5 different options right now, which cover a lot of the most popular funnels out there today. So a simple list builder, which just allows you to, offer an opt-in, give them a thank you, and send them on some emails to kind of indoctrinate them and bring them onto your tribe. That's a very simple one. A list builder builds on top of this, where you're building your email list, but you're also trying to sell them on a product after a few days of them being on your list and getting to know you and your content. So that's the list builder. Then you've got the quick launch, and this is a more complicated funnel. It's a really cool one where you kind of have 2 different tracks of people coming onto your list or already being on your list, but then getting put and segmented into this funnel, and you have 2 different ways of selling them. It's really dynamic. It has countdown timers. It has real scarcity involved because Kartra is an integrated platform. You can't really get around their scarcity is true here, which is really cool. The 4-day cash machine, which is kind of a variation on this. And then one of my personal favorites is the book funnel, where instead of just giving people a free something or free checklist, you're actually selling them at the beginning of your relationship. I like this one so much because Frank Kern does a good job of showing all the sales copy that he's using and exactly why he puts together his sales letter in this way. So I like that one really well. So let's go ahead and build one of these. And for simplicity, let's just start with the simple list builder because that's the funnel that people get hung up on in the beginning. So we'll just come here to the little ... and we'll say view assets. And this will show you what you're going to get when you click the button. You're going to get 4 different pages. You're going to get a tag for your email marketing system. You're going to add your subscribers who come into this specific list, which is very useful. You'll actually get an automation sequence, and you'll get an opt-in form. So that's a lot of different assets you would have to build individually, but we don't have to. Ha ha ha. We'll click the deploy. We'll give it a name. We'll call this simple list builder 1 and campaign simple list builder. That's fine. And we'll hit the import button, and I'll pause for a second, and this will be done in just a moment. Alrighty, so we're back, and what's great is that it's also going to give you some even further indoctrination and training as you're going through. So I'll stop talking real quick and show you this.
Congratulations, the campaign has been successful.
So it's basically telling you what you need to do next to kind of work through the process, but that's what I'm here for, so I'll show you that. So we've imported all these, and we have this new little tab here on the side that allows you to now see the progress along the way. So you can actually edit every one of these assets, and even more importantly, you can learn how Kartra all works by looking at an actual campaign that was done by the professionals. So you can go into the tag and say, take me there, and because it's all in one platform, it'll take you right there. You'll be able to see the simple list builder, and these are people who opted in. So all these different tags come in throughout this automation, and we'll walk through that step by step together. So you can see your tags, and the reason why you jump over here is you might want to name it something different. So we'll come in here and we'll call this signed up. You can adjust anything here, even color the tag. So you might decide that maybe yellow is a new lead and green is money and red is refund, or whatever, color combination. And that'll just make things even easier for you to skim through as you're going through. All right, so we'll say we're done with our tags. So we'll say mark completed. We'll come to our lists. And let's check out the lists. And so here we are. This is our simple list builder options. Again, you don't need to do a whole lot here. We won't change anything, but this is where you would. So we'll say we're happy with the list. And what's cool about this, you'll kind of notice, Kartra works backwards to forwards. They're a very goal-oriented marketing company. So what that means is most people think of, okay, I want to build a funnel. What's my first page? And then what's my second page? And what's the third thing? And they're kind of working from front to back. But Kartra reverses that, and they're actually working from back to forward. So they're thinking, what is the product you want to sell, or what's the membership area that you want them to have access to? And then it works up its way, logically, to the first action. And it's unintuitive at first, but it really makes sense as you get into it. But we'll leave that one for another day. So here in sequences, this is one of the cool things. It's so difficult in general when you're building funnels, making the WordPress side or the pages side integrate nicely in with your email sequence and linking all the pages up. But let me show you what they do to help you out here. We'll come in and check out the sequence that was built for us. And so now, again, it's not too complicated, but this was the most simple funnel you could import. So we can see here that as soon as people join the simple list builder form, when they fill out that opt-in form, they're going to get added to the sequence, and they're going to immediately get an email. You can preview that email. And you can take a look at the email, edit the email, do everything you want to do. Here's your thing. In it, you'll discover. So they're actually also giving you some copywriting tips on what are you supposed to include in that first email and how often, when should you send it. Second email a day later, let's go ahead and edit this. So we'll go to edit. And this is what you would literally do. If you want to try a new checklist to see if it works in your blog, this is how I would do it. In Kartra, you just go through, import a new campaign, and work through it step by step. So we'll go through and do email content, edit the email content. And so now let's see what they want us to say. Okay, hope you enjoyed the thing. I wonder if you found it helpful. Please reach out. Okay, very simple. So let's change that around and just say quick backstory about the brand, what you're going to learn, what your next steps are. All kinds of typos in that, but that's not important. What's important here is that you have a guideposts on where to go when you're creating your email opt-in funnels, and you can go with it wherever you want. So it's really cool. Another thing I like about this is, by default, this is just a very basic email, but you could, if I go to design templates, full templates, you could get fancy with it. Now, I don't know if this is a really good idea, but it's nice to include it. So you can decide you want a really nice email. And so here you go. And almost like the page builder itself, you've got a really customizable where you can adjust this text, move this around, change the color of that 1, 2, 3. A lot you can do here on this email. All right, so we'll say, I think down at the bottom I can save it. You could send a test email as well, just to make sure it's all good. But we'll say good here. You can also, this is a newer feature, you can split test emails now as well. So if I come in here, you can do an A/B split test where you can write 3 different versions of that email, maybe change the subject line on one, maybe change the body content on another, and run some tests to make sure to see which one gets opened best and gets clicked on best. Okay, so we have a couple different emails, and then the automation could be done, or you could try to sell them on something, a lot of different things you can do here. So that is the email automation side of the funnel. Done very quickly. So we're going to come back here to our checklist. And what's nice is that sometimes even now as I'm making different funnels for clients, I will skip a step because I've done it 1,000 times. I'm going kind of quickly and I'll skip. But if you do the imported campaign, you won't skip it because you have to literally mark it complete when you're done. All right, so now we'll go to the pages, and this is where everybody starts, right? But now we're almost done here. So what happens, let's go to the simple list builder. So we imported 4 pages, and what they did was they gave us a couple options here where we have an opt-in with a 2-step, an opt-in with a 1-step, and a thank you. Where are we at here? Okay, a couple different opt-ins and a couple different thank yous. So what we can do is split test them together. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. So I'm going to first edit each one to show you the editing capabilities and how easy it is to edit a page. And then we'll launch a split test. When we're sending people to this campaign, we'll automate a split test as well. All right, so how to benefit without frustration. Good example copy there. So we'll say how to build amazing funnels without getting lost in a sea of different tools. Story of my life some days. And then on the image, let's go ahead and just adjust the image because we can. What's great is that they have the ability to search images. So I'll search for computer screen, and these are all looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and pick one here. Let's go ahead and go for this guy, and we'll select it, confirm. So again, I didn't even have to go away from my computer to find a pretty good image for this situation. Size is not too great, but we're not going to get too messy in changing the columns. We'd come here and find some padding and do all that good stuff right here. We would see right and left padding. Again, we won't get too slow down here, but you can go through and adjust everything that you need. And you'll notice here that this opt-in form, we don't have to do any sort of configuration. This has already been done because we imported the funnel. And so it's a simple list builder that's ready to go. And so this page is ready. So we will publish this one live. And because I've linked up a custom domain, I can edit this URL, incomesh.com, and then we'll call this opt-in1. Okay, save the URL. And now, as soon as we go to it, we should see that page built out nicely. See, I didn't even adjust that copy there. So we have one page built in just a second, thanks to our pre-built funnel. So we'll exit this. And now let me just hide myself real quick while we're working on the screen. Now let's go back to our category. I really like that they have folders for all of your stuff. This was simple list builder. Makes it very easy to keep all your funnels together. Okay, so this is the one we edited, so we can come here to the